Hey guys, I'm at my grandparents' house here in India, and I wanted to show how the garden looks here. This is a tropical place, and my grandpa already gardens a lot, and I think I've also motivated him more since as he's gotten older, he started reducing a bit, but after I started showing my interests, he started growing a bit more too. This is a tropical place, so you can grow much easier here than me. So I'm gonna show you the main plants in my grandparents' house. This is sugarcane. We got a sugarcane cutting last year from somewhere and planted it here. We have multiple stalks coming from the side. The only problem is that there's a ton of ants on this. Well, ants love sugarcane apparently, after researching about that. The ants are everywhere, running back and forth. That's really affecting the growth quality of this. I mean, this should be pretty thick stalk by now, but it's not. The best thing for that is ant bait, so I'm gonna ask my grandpa if we could do that. That will help. If you have an ant problem too, ant bait is the best solution. Diatomaceous earth also works. That's basically a powder. If you sprinkle that around the pot, if you sprinkle diatomaceous earth around the pot, any ant that tramples over it basically dies. But the thing is, it deactivates in water and rain. So you have to keep applying that. These are just some tulsi plants, hibiscus, kind of flowering plants here. This is a snake plant. These are some show plants on this side. Over here are some tulsi. And we have this nicely grown, thick aloe vera plant. Nice big leaves like you'd get at the grocery store. This is a pink plant. I don't know what's the name of this, but I've seen a lot of these around India. This is moringa. This was planted from seed last year, according to my grandpa. And so is this. This is neem. This is also sugarcane. Tons of ants on this too. We harvested a stalk that was about this tall yesterday. We put some turmeric powder on this because ants were all around it. You can see ants all in the back. Small ants. All over the sugarcane because they have sweet sugar. These are hibiscus. This is hibiscus, more tulsi. This is a small lemon. Again, sugarcane. Still infested with ants everywhere. Look at that. Gosh, tons of ants. We need to find a way to clear all these. Here we have pomegranate. There's a pomegranate here. And snake plant. Again, lots of aloe vera, and they grow very nicely. I don't know the name of this plant, but it's really cool. This over here feels like cotton. I've never seen a plant like this. Very cool. And over here on this side, my grandpa took one of those big water tanks, split it into two, and put soil in them, which was a pretty cool idea. This is moringa from a cutting, actually. Huge branches, and they've gone really tall. You can even see a drumstick. A couple more were harvested. There's only one more left right now. Just need to wait a bit longer to harvest this. We should cut this back down to about here. If you have a moringa tree, they grow really tall, so it's best to cut them back after they grow tall. And over here is papaya. Sort of like at my house. There's two growing here. A couple flowers have opened, which I pollinated as well. So we'll see if that grows too. Over here is ginger. My grandpa just put this in because it was sprouting. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys the plants that are growing at my grandparents' house in India. I'm probably not going to be making an update, obviously, because I'm going to go back to my house soon. But this is just to show you how sugarcane and other tropical plants can be grown in areas where the winter doesn't get down to a freezing temperature. So yeah, that's it. Next up, I'll be posting the updates in our house. All the plants have grown very big.